Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Warframe. I'm your host with the most, as always, Francois878. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Sibear hammer, released in 18.8. I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions and some building tips about it. I'm also going to talk briefly about its aesthetic design in the game. What I won't be talking about is the resource cost controversy that this particular weapon caused when it was released. Wink, wink, hint, hint. It is the reason this video is 2 weeks late, though. So take that how you will. First and foremost, I want to talk about the Sibear's overall design and its aesthetic look. I love it. I've always enjoyed the look of bigger hammers and maces, and the Sibear does not disappoint. Plus, when you charge it up or do a jump attack, you get the ice crystal spikes coming out of the head of the hammer, which I thought was an amazing touch on DE's part. I think that was absolutely a killer choice on that. Now, as far as how this weapon performs, it's got 130 base damage, and that's all cold. It's the first melee weapon to deal exclusively cold damage. It's got 15% crit chance with a ×2 crit multiplier, and it has a 10% status chance, which means you can build for crit, especially if you have Blood Rush. And status chance is a little trickier to build unless you use charge attacks a lot. Charge attacks on the Sibear grant a 50% status chance bonus. The problem with the charge attack is that it's extremely slow with this particular weapon. So status builds on this weapon are possible. You just have to really time your strikes perfectly. Now, as far as the rest of the build is concerned, I also highly recommend Lifestrike. This weapon does come with a defensive mod polarity pre-installed when you get your hands on it, so you won't have to forma in a D-polarity for Lifestrike, which is a plus. Plus, this weapon does as much damage as a lot of the other popular heavy weapons, so you're going to be getting a lot of health back per strike. And that is an absolute bonus. Now, two things about this weapon that I did find a little wanting was its attack range and its attack speed. My recommendation for your builds, if you're a little worried about having to get right up in the enemy's face in order to swing on them, would be throw on Reach or Primed Reach. That will give you just enough room to kind of stay out of the enemy's melee range and will still guarantee you plenty of hits, especially if the enemy happens to be grouped up. Now, as far as the attack speed is concerned, this weapon, like I said earlier, will take a crit chance build very nicely, so Berserker works really well in this case. You will get enough crits to guarantee the Berserker bonus stays on pretty much permanently, so you can really boost the damage of this already fantastic hammer with that. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, that was my first impressions of this hammer. I like it. I think it's designed very well, and even though the resource cost is quite high, I think it was well worth it. But thank you very much for coming. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Warframe content coming very soon. I have been your host with the most, as always, Francois878, signing off.